morning. Welcome to After GMS. I'm Tracy McCain here with Ed Matthews. So glad you could join us for After GMS. Today's Monday, October 4th. And it feels like Monday, doesn't it?
Yeah, so far it's been a fairly good Monday, but we're going to make it better for you.
Yes.
For sure on After GMS, dealing with some clouds on a Monday morning and a little spotty rain.
That's not making it better.
That's not making it any better.
No.
We got to smile real big today to
go.
make everybody happy. Let's talk about it this morning. Yeah, a little gray in the Piedmont, but get used to it because these clouds are going to hang around for a while. We've seen some very light rain over the past few hours, some sprinkles and very isolated showers, but not much. But I tell you what, gang, if you haven't left home yet and you're headed out to work, make sure you carry along that umbrella. I'm looking at a larger batch of rain moving from Tennessee into western North Carolina. That's headed our way, and I think some of those rain elements will work into the Piedmont as we head through late morning and on through the afternoon. But you see, really right now in the Triad, lots of clouds, nothing more than a few sprinkles. A cold front moving through the Tennessee and Ohio Valley is going to get stuck in the Appalachians. You know, they do that sometimes when they don't have a big push behind them, and that front's going to hang in our backyard for really much of this week. That'll give us extra clouds and a pretty good shot of seeing some off and on rain showers. Not ready to build an ark. We could really use the rain elements, so that's a good thing, but we're just going to have a prolonged period of somewhat unsettled weather. Not that it's going to rain every minute or of the day or night. That's not going to be the case. These will be off and on showers. Upper 70s today, mid 70s tomorrow and Wednesday. Coolest days look to be Thursday and Friday with low 70s. As you look at these 70s, keep in mind that our normal high is 75 for this time of year. Oh, Christian and I are going to be working hard for the rest of the week to try to dry out the weekend. And although rain chances decrease somewhat, we'll keep at least some chance of a shower in on Saturday. Dry on Sunday. Right now, we got a question mark. We'll see how it plays out through the week.
All right, so it is not Tuesday, but it is National Taco Day. Yes, we're going to call this Taco Monday.
Yes.
Oh, that does look good. That's exactly how I like them. Yes. Okay. So to celebrate, consider the countless taco creations you can make. You can be simple like I am, or you can use traditional meats, seafood, chicken, add beans, cheese, and eggs. Pull out some garnishes with a little salsa and cilantro, avocado, tomatoes, onions, and lettuce, and you have a great dish full of versatility and variety. Plus, some of your favorite taco spots are even offering some deals or freebies today for National Taco Day. So this morning we asked our viewers, where are your favorite taco spots located? And here's what they had to say. So Ed, you had to clarify yours.
My deepest sincere apologies to Crafted on Elm Street in downtown Greensboro. We talked about that great restaurant earlier on the Good Morning Show, and I had my brain was just not working at the time, and I couldn't remember Crafted Tacos.
It's a great spot.
That's the name of that place, and it is a great spot. They have wonderful and a big variety of tacos, and I got to give a thumbs up to one of my other favorite restaurants, Village Tavern. They have some great seafood tacos there.
Yeah, I love that you texted in, by the way. That's cute. All right, so Tina said she likes Tangent, which is located in Elon because they have a great variety. And one person said they like Chili's because it has a spicy shrimp taco. All right, let us know in our first conversation where your favorite local taco shop is located. And you guys are already responding this morning. Bobby said Crafted is one of his favorites too. We also heard from Kiana, who said Taco Mama off Lawndale. She said yum. And then Carl said, my wife and daughter love to get fresh tacos from a food truck on Gate City Boulevard. I like food trucks too, but I haven't seen that one yet. Princess Crawford said the best tacos she's had are at El Mercadito on Mears Chapel. Mercadito, maybe. you know, I got to put my Spanish to use here.
See.
Exactly. So a lot of you, thank you for sharing your favorite taco spots. But this brought up another conversation that kind of just segued from this one about avocado and guacamole in particular. I'm not a fan. But a lot of you are, right.
I'm a fan enough for both you and I.
Exactly.
I love guacamole.
So we have to draw the line.
Okay.
Okay, right
line
there.
in the sand, right there.
But even though I'm not a fan, I posted my unpopular opinion on my Facebook page, and here's what a lot of people had to say. So Michelle Maynard said she loves avocados and guacamole. She said they're a good, healthy fat. Deborah Starling said guacamole is good, but not plain avocado. So she's making a separation between the two. Melinda Hatchell said, yes, I love guacamole and I eat avocados by themselves. And Shavana Williamson said, homemade guacamole is the best. Haven't had it any other way that she liked. So where do you fall in this debate? Let us know. Are you Team Tracy? Are you Team Ed?
You're Team Ed, of course you are.
Of course you are, because most people love avocado
well,
or guacamole.
I tell you how I got started. Now, I will confess, you know, just eating a plain avocado, sometimes I have those for breakfast because indeed they're very healthy fat, healthy carbohydrates, and I started really eating them when, unfortunately, I acquired type 2 diabetes. They're not cheap. I don't know if they have a shortage down. Where are they grown? I guess in Central and South America. They're not grown in Greensboro. I don't know of any taco tree or any avocado trees that are in Greensboro, but they're not cheap. So there maybe because so many people are eating them, there's kind of a supply and demand situation. But I will confess, you put a little tomato, you put some chopped onion in there and some seasoning, salt and pepper. Oh, guacamole. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan, but you bring up an interesting point because every year around Super Bowl Sunday, we always do a story about the price of avocados skyrocketing because people want that in their dips and with their chips and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. A lot of people weighing in on this debate. Should we go over the results here, Ed?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm ready to get crushed. Carol Harris said no guacamole or avocado. Yes, Carol.
There's one for Tracy.
Let's see. Jason said he would have thought they would have made the day for tomorrow, which makes sense because it's usually Taco Tuesday instead of Taco Monday, but I think it's just the day that it fell on. Rebecca said she loves homemade tacos. Let's see. D. Lynn said, Tracy, you're missing out on not eating guacamole, so that would be one for you. Carl Royster said, I hate it too. It looks like baby food. I agree.
I think you're winning this little game here, Tracy. I'm kind of surprised.
On my Facebook page, though, it's the opposite way. Most people are like, girl, you got to try this. This is, you know, this is so good. Bobby said he loves his tacos with meat, cheese, lettuce, and diced tomatoes. So he's kind of like me, just kind of straight to it.
Yeah.
Rebecca said she's right there with Bobby on that. Cherie said she likes spicy guacamole. So that would be one for you.
Yeah. Good.
And Kayana said it does look like baby food. So I
just don't think about it when you put it in your mouth. You know, you spoon it. Don't think about baby food. Just think about that wonderful flavor.
Yeah. So I have not liked guacamole ever. And then my husband and I went to Mexico for our honeymoon many years ago. And he's like, well, if she's going to fall in love with guacamole, it's going to be here because this is going to be authentic.
The real deal.
Right, to the way it's made.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, nope, it's not happening. Yeah. And so even in Mexico, I still did not like guacamole.
If you don't like them in Mexico, I don't think that you're going to ever like guacamole.
Yeah, I think I need to just move on.
I should have gotten you to bring me back a big box of avocados. They're so expensive.
I would have. But remember, I didn't know where I was going until we got to the airport that day. I hated that, by the way. No, you were like, that was a great surprise. I'm like, I hated that.
And I got to say, you know, traditionally when I was growing up, I've always loved tacos. I like the soft shell. But if somebody offered me, you know, the hard shell crunchy, you know I wouldn't turn it down. But people experimenting. I think Crafted downtown has really kind of given people ideas because they have so many different types of tacos. You can put any kind of meat you want to in that shell, and it is good. Seafood, shrimp, fish, things like that. Our producer mentioned barbecue during the Good Morning show. Never had that, but I bet it is good. So any kind of meat you want to put in that shell makes it really, really good.
Right, yeah, so they're still debating this online. We'll go over them before we get to our morning headlines. Benny said, Team Tracy all the way.
Oh, Tracy, you go.
I don't even like the looks of it. And then a lot of people talking about the fact that it looks like baby food. But Donald Arthur, I think, is siding with you. He said, nice guacamole, really good for you. So I think that it's pretty much tied up.
There you go. Hey, look, I think a tie is better than going for a loss, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, I have no problem with that. But I tell you what, I am thinking about tacos. I got to make some lunch plans, maybe downtown today.
That sounds great. Well, we are going to be talking about a loss with our football team in just a little bit. That's our next conversation, but keep weighing in. I did ask about sour cream also, so keep weighing in online and we'll get to another question in just a few minutes. All right, let's get to our other headlines this morning. We are on top of a developing story in High Point. Police confirmed they arrested a juvenile suspected of making threats against High Point Central High School. This morning, WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller is staying on top of the story for us from the high school.
Well, thankfully, High Point police have arrested the juvenile they say is responsible for making the threat. And from what we know, there is no longer a threat here at High Point Central, and students are expected to return to the classroom as normal this morning. Police received a call Sunday at about 1 in the afternoon about the threat posted on social media. Police have not revealed many details on the nature of the threat, but say it included a Google map of High Point Central. Police and school officers determined the threat was not credible. Now, through their investigation, they were able to quickly make an arrest, and the person police say is responsible is a juvenile and is currently at the Guilford County Juvenile Detention Center. They could face charges for making the post. Right now, they're in custody for making a false report of mass violence on school property. And we have reached out to school officials to find out if they're adjusting operations in school today. We'll keep you updated on this developing story.
A new TikTok trend is dangerous and it comes with serious consequences. The trend encourages students to slap their teachers in exchange for likes and comments. So it happened last week in South Carolina where an elementary school student hit a teacher in the back of the head. Any student who assaults a teacher can be expelled or face criminal consequences. 80 UNC health employees resigned because of the healthcare system's vaccine mandate. 487 workers are also on probation ahead of its vaccination deadline, which starts today. Just last week, Novant Health fired 175 employees across the state for violating the company's COVID-19 vaccine policy. Well, today, Greensboro Water Resources will start disconnecting water services to those who are behind on their bills. Payments were put on hold last year due to the pandemic. Disconnections will impact those who have outstanding balances and those who are not on a payment plan. You can find more information in this story on WFMYnews2.com. So remember, the HOPE program is a resource that's available to help you cover your utilities and your rent. The state says the program has helped 86,000 people cover $279 million in bills. If you'd like to apply for help, you must be financially impacted by the pandemic and make 80% or less of the median income in your county. We have a link to it on our website with the phone number to call for help. The Salvation Army is looking for a space for its Angel Tree Christmas toy program this year. Officials say they've been looking for a warehouse space for the last month, but they've had no luck. The warehouse must be at least 10,000 square feet and be in an area where families in need can easily access it. If you know of a place or need more information about how you can get help, head to our website. All right, let's get to our next conversation this morning. After an undefeated streak, the Carolina Panthers are feeling the sting of their first loss of the season. And of course, it would have to be against the Dallas Cowboys, right? I don't know why. But of course. So yesterday, their perfect record of 3-0 is now 3-1. It was a pretty tough loss yesterday for the guys, but Panthers fans, we're not fair weather fans. We're in there for the long haul. So standing by the team and showing support online. A number of you leaving comments on our Facebook page about the loss. Alan said this was their first real test and they did well considering no CMC in the game and it is a different game and score. He said sometimes a tough loss is a good loss. John said turnovers and no CMC, tough loss, quality opponent, on to Philly. And one more here saying Carolina should win the next game. Well, we certainly hope so, but at the same point, you know, it's only one game.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, if you're a competitive athlete, one game is one game too many. You want to win all the time. But for fans who have been with the Panthers thick and thin, we know how bad it could be, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we're not there right now. We're still sitting really comfortably at the top of our conference.
If you've got to have a loss, I would rather for it to be the Cowboys than some team that we should have blown off the map or off the field. So, yeah, you know, it's a difficult loss. It really hurts. But as in our comments, as we saw in our comments, I think, you know, put it behind us. Don't whine and cry and stomp and, you know, have a fit. Let's just move forward, already thinking about winning the next game, and let's just see how things go. Now, if we rack up, you know, another loss or two, I'm going to start to get a stomachache over this. But, you know, one loss we can handle. I think we've started out the season on a really, really positive note, and we've got a strong team. But when you're playing the Cowboys, you're playing the Cowboys.
Right.
Let's face it.
We have a strong team, but lots of injuries right now. And so when you factor in that, you know, one of our star athletes and a few star athletes are on the bench right now recovering from injuries from the last game, even though we had a nice stretch between the last Thursday night game and Sunday, you know, it's better just to take your time and heal, get over those injuries, and then come back when you can. And you know, against the Saints, when they had a number of people out on injuries, I was like, yeah, we did great, da-da-da-da. And now I see what they were going through. You know, without some of your key players, it's hard to really kind of diagnose the team and how well they'll do and perform throughout the season. So,
yeah, very interesting here. Carl said the Cowboys are America's team. I wonder who Carl was pulling for yesterday.
Dallas.
Yeah, I thought the Carolina Panthers were America's team.
You didn't really think that.
Huh?
Oh, okay, maybe you did.
Well, yeah, I did. I did, but you know, I think weird things anyway. I mean, I'm just thinking positive, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, positive ed.
In terms of like NFL teams, it's one of the newer ones.
It's one of the newer ones.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas the Cowboys have been around.
Yeah, they've been around. They're definitely old school, and they're good.
Sure.
They're a great team.
Yes,
you know, no doubt.
So Carol said, if it was anyone else, I would be okay, but not the Cowgirls. I mean, Cowboys. I didn't know that they interchanged the names like that.
Ah,
interesting.
Yeah.
So Princess said, we definitely didn't play well. They ran over us, and we must improve. We must have multiple players prepared to cover when we have players out like CMC and Horn. I agree. I mean, someone has to step up, and I think some players did step up, but you know, turnovers are costly, especially when the opponent is able to capitalize on them and score on them, and I think that was our downfall yesterday. Oh, now I see the comment from Carl about America's team. D. Lynn said, it wasn't a blowout, so I'm not upset. And oh, Joanne said, love the Panthers, win or lose. So Carl said, if I didn't know, which I'm not sure we did know, but ask Google who is America's team, and Google will tell you.
Oh, Google.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Google has the answer.
Always.
You know, you got to think about this loss as, you know, turn it around. Here I am thinking positive again. Turn it around and learn from the mistakes that we made yesterday.
Right.
And then that's going to make us better moving forward. I mean, obviously, I'd like to see a W throughout the entire season, but when you have a loss like this, it does give you an opportunity to kind of look and see what your mistakes are and what you need to to work on.
To improve.
So that's my positive thought for the day for the Panthers.
I do love it when you speak in that, you know.
Yeah, when I put a positive spin on it.
Absolutely. And you know, next Sunday is a new day. It's a new week.
Yeah.
They're going to hit the ground running this week and fix
They'll
some
be ready.
things. Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll have a different injury report than last
hopefully.
week, and you know, maybe some key players will be back in the lineup this week. So
Hope so.
we'll see. But kind of, I'm impressed with Matt Rule at this point.
Yes,
so we'll
very
see.
much so.
Yes, absolutely. All right. A lot of people said that they're Steelers fans. So we'll have to see how that works out next week. I have to go get a surprise, which I just gave away. But anyway, would you do the weather and while I go tiptoe
Okay.
to go get it?
Don't run. I'll do it slowly.
Okay.
So you can get her done, okay?
Thank you. It's right
All
there.
right, let's check out that 7-day because, I could talk about this forever because it's just kind of a crummy, unsettled weather pattern for the Piedmont. Lots of clouds. Keep the umbrella close. Off and on scattered showers for the Piedmont, not only today, but really for much of the week ahead as a cold front kind of moves into the Appalachians and becomes nearly stationary, giving us lots of clouds and the off and on showers, about a 50% chance each day, and ditto that for overnight as well. We're looking at upper 70s today, mid 70s tomorrow and Wednesday. By Thursday and Friday, we're looking at low 70s, and we're going to be working throughout the entire week to try to get a little better forecast for next weekend. You know, we've had 2 beautiful weekends in a row. We got to keep that trend going, right? Saturday, 40% rain chance, and dry on Sunday with a big question mark at this point.
You know, we have amazing folks here on our stream that join us every day.
Oh, yeah.
You know Bobby Odom.
I do.
Right? I mean, not personally, but
Yeah.
we talk to him every day on our feed, right? So I mentioned that I'm a huge Survivor fan and that, you know, he said, oh yeah, Johnny Fairplay lives up the street. I can get you an autographed photo. I was like, what? No, you can't. Well, look what came in the mail.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so I'm pulling it out.
Bobby.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Bobby seals envelopes like my grandmother. Like, you cannot open them. I was trying to. And here he is.
Look at that.
Oh, this camera. Sorry, Jess. Okay, got it. So this is Johnny Fairplay, and it actually says Tracy McCain. Like, he made it out to me. Isn't that cool?
There you go.
Tracy McCain, I never lie. Hilarious. I love it.
Bobby,
So,
you rock.
definitely. Now, I am a huge fan of Survivor, so I remember his season. And so this is huge for me, and I am so appreciative. So, Bobby, thank you so much. This is going up. My husband may not want it in our house, but it's going up in the house, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, put that
so
in a
thank
nice
you.
frame. That's
Yes.
a great keepsake.
I know. I'm so excited. This
How
is
cool.
And I love how he has like fire on him because like literally this is fire. Like this is so exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you,
I love
Bobby.
it.
I certainly appreciate it. You are now one of my favorites in life.
And if you're Tracy's favorite, you are somebody.
Well, no, I mean, you don't really get anything. But my appreciation.
Thank you and a big smile
There
and
you
lots
go.
of appreciation.
Yes.
Right?
So thank you, Bobby, and thank you all for joining us on After GMS. We will see you back here tomorrow, Tuesday, the real taco day.
The real taco day.
We'll see you later.